Hello friends, today we are learning patterns in C. So starting with the first basic pattern, that is this right angle pattern which is left aligned. Now look at this pattern where we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, right? And each and every asterisk is starting from left hand side. So let's see how we'll make this pattern. As your program starts with including two header files, first is stdio.h and second is conio.h. Then your main, I've taken two variables because I'll require two for loops, one for row and one for column. So the first for loop, value of n is for my number of rows, which I've taken static now. You can go for user defined number of rows. Okay. Always remember students, the first for loop is for row and inner for loop will be for column. In each and every row we are having increasing number of columns. In first row we are having one column, second row two columns, third row three columns, fourth row 4 and fifth 5. So it is in increasing order. How many rows we are having? 1 to 5. So my value of I will be initialized with 1 less than or equal to 5. It's not 5 actually. I have initialized it to n. So it is less than or equal to n. I plus plus. There should be no semicolon after for loop. So these many rows will be printed. In each and every row there are how many columns? So in first row it is one column, second row it is two columns. So it totally depends on number of row. So your j will also be initialized with 1 and j is totally dependent on I, which is your row number. And what you are supposed to print in each and every column, that is printf asterisk. Now after each and every row completion we need to enter. So how will print enter? That is using new line character, printf new line character, and this is how we complete our pattern. Then get ch to hold your output screen and here your code is over, right? This will print the first pattern. Let's see the second pattern, which is totally opposite of the previous one. Here we are having same number of row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in first row we are having 5 asterisks and so on. It is in decreasing order. Number of columns are same. So here what I can consider is first I am initializing my row with row number 5, then 4, 3, 2 and 1, and my column number is same as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here again I have taken two variables I and j, one for row, one for row, one for column, and then this n stands for number of rows in my pattern. Let us start with the for loop. First for loop, as I always say, is for row. How many rows we do have? 5, but now it is reversed when my row number starts with 5. So I is initialized with 5. It should be 5 to 1. So it should be greater than or equal to 1. I minus minus every times. No semicolon after this. Right. Then another inner for loop is for column. No semicolon after that. My j, my row number, my column number should start from which number? Like it is ranging from 1 to 5. For first row it is 5. For second row it is 4, 3, 2, 1 in decreasing order. So it totally depends on my value of I. So j is again initialized with I till 1 to I. So it should be j less than or equal to I, and every time j plus plus. And for each value of column what I am printing is asterisk. And after completion of each row I have to print new line character. So here the second pattern is over, right? Now let's see the third pattern. So third pattern is somewhat different than the previous one because here we are printing numbers. As you can see, in first row I'm printing 1, second row it is 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. It is in increasing order, but my column is always starting with 1, and all the increasing order numbers I have to print. I have taken two variables, I and j, and number of rows are 5. You can take it from user. It is not necessary that you should take static 5 all the time. So my for loop will start for row. How many rows will be there? So this typical pattern is same as the previous one, where I am having number of things to be printed in row is same as my number of column. So my row number is starting from 1 to total I am having 5 rows. So I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, and in each and every row what I am printing is I'm printing value of that column. You can see in first column I'm printing 1 1 1, then in second I'm printing 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. It means I'm actually printing column number in each and every row. So my j will be again initialized with 1, and j is totally dependent on I. This is for column, right? So j's value is ranging from 1 to I. Now here what I have to print, as I already told you that I have to print the column number. So what we are printing is value of j, which is my column number. And then after completion of each and every row I have to print new line character. So this will be the third pattern. Let's see the fourth one, which is totally opposite to this one, right? So in this pattern, we are starting with row number 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, and it is in decreasing order. The numbers which we are printing is in decreasing order. So let's start with the code, where again we have taken two variables, I and j. One is for row, one is for column. For I equals to, now here my row number is starting from 5 and it is ranging till 1. So again my I will be initialized with n, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus, because it is starting from 5 to 1. So that's why it should be in decreasing order. Row number, we are talking about row. Then for each and every row my printing is starting from 5. So I have to start printing from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So printing is starting from the value of I. So j should be initialized with I, which is the row number. The condition is, what should be the condition? So condition should be j should be starting from I, it should be greater than or equal to 1. Till 1 I have to print every time. And it should be j minus minus. This is my column. And what I have to print is the value of j. After completing each and every row, new line character. This line is very important as it gives you proper pattern method. If you will just skip this line, then whatever values you are printing, it will be printed in one line. It will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 4, 3, 2, 1, then 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. It will be one single line. But after 1, you need to enter, right? You need to print enter, which is new line character. So this is very, very important line. And here your code is over. So this is your fourth pattern. And now for this session, the last pattern is this one, which is the right alignment triangle, right? So here, see what's the logic over here, how it is different than the previous pattern, considering this is your matrix. So here explicitly you have to give 4 spaces. For total number of rows 5, we are having 5 rows, right? Row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In first row there are 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. In second row there are 1, 2, 3 spaces. Then there are 2 spaces, 1 space and 0 space. So first you need to print. For each and every row you have to print space and then asterisk. The number of spaces then asterisks. So in your outer for loop, which is definitely for your row, we will be having 2 for loops. One is for spaces and second for loop will be for to print asterisk mark, right? So there will be 2 for loop in this outer for loop. So this will be completion of your outer for loop. Now your row number is starting from I equals to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. So 1 to n tak we are printing. So we are printing from 1 to n. Total number of rows are 5. Now first, in each and every row we are printing number of spaces. So as you can see, what will be the logic? In first row we are printing 4 spaces. It means we are totally printing n minus 1 spaces. It is the first row. Total number of rows are n. So we are printing 4 spaces. So that is n minus 1, 5 minus 1, 4 spaces. Then in second row we are printing n minus 2 spaces. Then in third we are printing n minus, so accordingly we are n minus 3, n minus 4, n minus 5 spaces, right? So we are going to print these many spaces. So what will be the logic in this for loop is your j will be initialized with 1, and how many spaces you have to print? So that will be j less than or equal to n minus I. How? What is this n minus 1, 2, 3, 4? This 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but your row number, and which is your I, right? So that's why it is n minus I. 1 to n minus I spaces you need to print. Plus plus. And here you are supposed to print simple single space. So for first row, second row, each and every row space is printed. Now after space what you need to print is this asterisk. So the logic is in first row you have to print 1 asterisk, then 2, 3, 4 in increasing order. This logic we have already done with. So it will be 1 to j less than or equal to I. As I is your number of row and those many asterisks you need to print. So here we have printed. After this 2 for loops, and it's supposed to print new line character. And after completion of this for loop, you need to simply go for get ch, and here the code is done. So we have learned 5 patterns. In next video, we'll be learning next 5. Thank you.